What's up, everybody? Got a new game instead. Jensen Impact was not working, so we're playing Astrologaster now. Sorry for the 2 days, possibly 3 days, I don't remember, being late for uploads. Just been a crazy scheduling and everything. I also just got a brand new mic for my birthday. Thank you from my coworker and best friend Danny. Oh, that's a little loud.
Long ago in England in 1592, there begins our tale, and all of it is true. Through of London, before the great it spread, covering folk in weeping sores and leaving thousands dead.
I love that. Ooh, turn the page. Turn the page.
From towns and cities, doctors they did flee, leaving their patients to die in misery.
But one brave doctor stayed when all the cowards fled, quite utterly because he was too sick to leave his bed.
I don't know. Let's see.
Alas, 'tis my final hour. I will surely die. I am too far gone to recover, and for the plague there is no cure. Unless a cure might be found in the stars.
Choose a zodiac zodiac's condition. Jupiter, dust smiles, and Sagittarius. Loss of appetite and moderate thirst, plus filled swelling behind the ears, your armpits, and then the groin. These are symptoms of fear by streaming in the liver. Yes, okay, so we're going with Sagittarius.
Let me see now. According to the stars, the way to cure the plague is to treat the fever it provokes. Oh, can it be true? Might a disease so monstrous as the plague be cured by treating it as if it were an exceeding bad fever? And I must use powerful herbs to bring the fever to crisis and break it. Let me see. Angelica and dandelion for heat, borage to provoke sweating, infuse them in wine, strain and distill the mixture to produce a most powerful strong water.
Did I die?
Huzzah! I am cured.
No.
I shall now go forth with my miraculous strong water to cure all London of the plague.
Because, yes, that's how the bubonic plague came to be. The cure was very strong water. Alright, scene 13th October, 1592 to 16. How may I be cured of the plague? A judgment plague symptoms be in future. Yes, we already got that. This corner will return for another consolation. Consolation. I don't know.
For the made a plague, who had used it on himself, then left his house to restore others to health.
Huzzah! 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 Huzzah!
5 and 4 many cures of the plague, 'tis reason needed
On a little plague,
everybody who's astrology at home.
this is a strong water, so
Won't you deviate from the righteous doctor?
So, if you haven't figured it out, we have to use astrology, and we are like a whack doctor that uses astrology to figure out cures for everything. So, let's turn the page of this pop-up book.
Here comes a lady queer and turning to warily. My name is Avis Allen, what can my trouble be?
God give you good day, madam. How may
Are
I?
you Mr. Foreman? Mr. Simon Foreman, the doctor?
Aye, madam, I am indeed Dr. Simon Foreman. I bid you welcome to my consulting chambers. Mistress...
Allen, Mistress Avis Allen of Lambeth.
pray tell me your age, if you please, madam.
I am 33 years of age.
And how might I do you service this day, Mr. Allen? Pray describe your troubles to me.
Well, the pain started full late last eve upon retiring to bed. Not that I am in the habit of retiring so late, but my husband did desire a special supper of cold meats to celebrate and give thanks for well, in any case, it started in the night and it continued until dawning. That being the pain in my head and the chundering.
A moment whilst I make note of this. Is that all?
Aye, that is all. Complaint to see most trifling. And you are doubtless busy with important cases. Oh, like the plague! Yea, verily, mayhap I should not have come after all. Good day, Dr. Foreman. I beseech you, pardon me if I have wasted your time.
Indeed, do not go. I assure you, madam, your case verily is important to me. And it is important to you, is it not, Mistress Allen? Else you would not have come this day. Let us consult the stars now then, shall we? What is the cause of Mistress Allen's suffering?
I thought we already figured out the plague was very strong water. I think she just got a very bad hangover. I was up all night with headache and wondering what caused my suffering. What is this? Rule of the reproductive system. Mercury. This indicates a disturbance of the mind. Mr. Town shows have been provoked by anxious passions, social media being with child. Evil digestion. Rule of the stomach. Mild imbalance of black bile in the body. That is cancer.
Mistress Allen, it appears you are suffering from evil digestion. It was doubtless engendered by corrupt meats. Mayhap the cold meats you took for supper.
Verily?
Why, yes. My chart shows that Saturn is in Cancer at this moment. Cancer rules the stomach, and Saturn is the ruler of black bile. 'Tis a mild imbalance of black bile that is the cause of your suffering. And now you have purged it, you have merely to keep to your bed for a day and to rest.
Bile? Do you think, might it have done ill to my unborn child?
Ah, then I take it you believe you are with child. Mayhap 'twas the reason for your celebration last even. Pray tell, how long has it been since your monthly courses?
Aye, sir, I do believe it. For it has been 14 weeks since my courses, and yesterday I did even feel the child quicken. In truth, 'tis the reason I am come, not on my own account, and not even then, if my situation were ordinary. I have been with child before, you see, but 'tis never. Mr. Allen, and I do pray this one will be born alive. Dr. Foreman, prithee speak true. Have I killed our child? Have I killed this child as well?
Oh no, madam. Speak not so of yourself. You are the child's mother. 'Tis you who gives life to the babe growing inside you. And verily, if mere chundering were to cause grave harm when a woman is with child, why, then for half my feminine parents would be born.
Sorry, 'tis just the time.
Dear lady, would God have spared you from the plague if 'twas not his plan for you to have this child?
I own it is. Yes, doubtless God does have plans for me. How very kind you are, Mr. Dr. Foreman. I thank you, and fare you well, sir.
Fare you well, Mistress Allen.
Well, I think we got that one wrong, but we've fixed it, so. The coroner did present with symptoms of headache and involuntary upward purging. Judge the coroner is suffering from evil digestion. Methinks the coroner was pleased with me for the reading I gave today. Yeah, so it's like Shakespearean as well, so this coroner will return for another one. Perfect. Okay.
Good day, sir. You are Simon Foreman, the physician, are you not? These are your rooms.
Indeed, I am he, and well met, sir. It's Thomas Blagg I have the honour of welcoming to my humble consulting chambers, the Dean of Rochester Cathedral.
Indeed, 'tis I, Thomas Blagg. Though it is not upon church business that I come to you this day, 'tis upon a matter of my own that I require counsel.
That makes
I
sense.
have lately been offered some very lucrative investment opportunities. And, well, it is said that God speaks to us through the stars, does he not?
Indeed he does. 'Tis well known that astrology is but a conduit for the word of God, as interpreted using scientific means. And now, these investments of which you speak, pray tell of them, if you please.
2 merchant ships will shortly set sail on very lucrative trading expeditions. I do not possess the coin to invest in both. Hence, I must choose between them. And I must choose very wisely indeed.
Uh-oh.
For sea voyages are most perilous. And if my ship were to founder or be captured by pirates, I would lose my entire investment.
Aye, forsooth, 'twould be most lamentable, to say nothing of the poor souls who might lose their lives.
Who are, naturally, the greater of my concerns.
Aye, naturally.
No, they're not.
And whither might these ships be bound?
The first is bound for the Spice Islands of the East. 'Tis a voyage to be undertaken by a ship named the Conquering Cherub. The other is the Pride of Yarmouth. She is to bring back sugar from the Americas. Have you now the information you require? Then perchance you may divine for me upon which of these 2 ships our Lord God has bestowed his divine blessing.
Aye, Dean Blagg, we may now consult the stars. Should Thomas Blagg invest in the voyage of the Conquering Cherub, or that of the Pride of Yarmouth?
You just start by selecting the highlighted sections in the sky. This represents a change in fortune. Black's investment in trading voyage result in a change of fortune for him. Ship's name should evoke a woman who partakes in a marriage. Ship's name shall evoke a child who is vicious in battle. This represents victory. And this represents... Oh, Jesus. This one's victory? Why would they need to face somebody in battle? Nope, we're going with this one, because that just means that they're going to be invoked by pirates. So this one.
First, I must advise you that your investment will bring about a change in fortune for you.
I should hope so. Indeed, it is the reason for my desire to make such an investment. But in which ship?
You must invest in the Bride of Yarmouth.
The Bride of Yarmouth? The bride? But how on earth?
Allow me to explain, Dean Blagg. In the house of marriage, we see the planet Venus, which does represent femininity. And what is the feminine element of a wedding? 'Tis the bride. Ergo, the Bride of Yarmouth. Do you now see? I assure you, my logic is most sound.
Doubtless it is, though 'tis of no use to me, for I said nothing of a ship called the Bride of Yarmouth. 'Twas the Pride of Yarmouth. Pride, with a P!
Ah, verily. But I...
Oh, tush, Dr. Foreman. I will not judge you harshly, for in truth I too do oft find myself thus befuddled. We elder gentlemen cannot expect to be as sharp as once we were, can we?
Sir, I hardly think we're of the same age.
Prithee, sirrah, as much as I would love to bide and discourse with you, it is almost time for my afternoon nap. Mayhap you would benefit from one also. Good day, Dr. Foreman, and keep ye well.
Dang it, I didn't even think about that. Dang. Yep, so that was... took my ass a little ill. Afraid of what? We will see.
Hello, sir. Pray tell, are these the consulting chambers of Simon Foreman, Doctor of Astrology and Physic?
Indeed, 'tis I, Dr. Simon Foreman. And your name, madam?
Emma Sharp of Shoreditch, sir. 25 years of age.
Welcome, Miss Sharp. And how may I do you service this day?
Well, 'tis a trifle delicate. A man has asked me to be his wife. Dear, kind man, but I fear you will think me cold, Dr. Foreman.
There, madam, whatever is the matter?
Well, he is exceeding advanced in years. I do worry he may not be long for the world, and if he were to die, I do not think I could bear it. Verily, I would not.
No.
Not in the least, madam. Your fears are most reasonable. The man in the winter of his life is indeed more likely to die. I assure you, madam, 'tis a medical fact. But methinks you wish to know whether this man be afflicted with a grave health condition, do you not? To wit, any ailment that might soon prove fatal?
Forsooth I do. That is my question precisely. Why, Dr. Foreman, 'tis as if you have a gift for reading minds.
Well, I don't, so...
merely the gift of logical surmise, madam. Let us see whether a judgment of the stars may calm your fears. Does Mr. What was your gentleman's name?
Mr. George Middleton, a wool merchant.
Does Mr. Middleton have any ailments that might hasten his death?
This is just a mild enchantment cast by a witch. The possibility of death. No. Suffers from dropping down of the piss, characterized by involuntary urination. Is what? No. It's not that one. Condition might end in death. From cardiac passion? Balance of phlegm. This is just mild imbalance. How am I supposed to know any of these? So is this one guaranteed in death? Okay, the illness cannot be cured. This one is just the possibility of death. So we'll go with Aries. It's the best thing we can do.
I have grave news for you, madam. The stars indicate that Mr. Middleton is in mortal danger. Aye, it seems he has been bewitched by a ruthless woman who intends to kill him. Know you of any such woman in his life? A jealous sister, perchance, or a spinster neighbour with a particular fondness for cats?
I do not think I know of such a... But hark, is that the hour? Methinks I do hear the church bells strike.
Verily?
I must now to the almshouse hasten to attend the poor sick children who await my ministrations. I thank ye and bid you good day, Dr. Foreman.
Yeah, none of those choices made any sense. Like, how am I supposed to guess that? Beware, is the man treating you a qualified licensed doctor. London has lately been imperiled by lone-born charlatans claiming the title of doctor. These men have never attended university and therefore cannot be trusted. Any man found to be practicing medicine without a medical license shall be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. Dr. Richard Smith, President College of Physicians. Surprised that one didn't say it.
Come, murdering would those doctors come.
Murdering those doctors come.
Gathering one fine day, those doctors would then say, "Come is this to this life on earth, say for now, oh, we send him to jail."
How about neither?
What is the meaning of this warning being put about by the College of Physicians? Do they mean to do me harm? It is true that I do not have a medical license. What am I to do? Mayhap the stars will advise me.
Oh yes, let's go with the stars. What should I do? What is this? Must use my brilliant mind to forge strong relationships with my yes. And social involves being sensitive to the needs of my. What about A? Oh Jesus, 3 of them. They were the licensed options on hold that it's primarily owing to their wealth and privilege. There's much that they do not know about physic. Ignorance. Survives ending a war. Making war against me if I become the best doctor in London. Must find a way to end this war. Church of England can help me. For the Archbishop of Canterbury has a special power to grant medical licenses. We'll go with this one. You know, the third one had more. No, the second one had more choices.
It seems that if I'm to avoid prosecution by the College of Physicians, I must obtain a medical license. Towards this end, doubtless the best course is to serve my clients well, treating their illnesses and problems with intelligence and sensitivity. For if I do, they may favour me with letters of recommendation, and I can use these to petition the University of Cambridge to grant me a license.
Yes, that makes more sense. I don't know why it's saying I'm the warrant. Okay.
Good day to you, sir. Oh, I see you're having some difficulties. William, fetch my guest a chair.
No, it's good. I am just a little stiff.
As you wish.
You definitely look stiff.
Signor Riccardo Ferraro. I am a gentleman of Venezia, come to make a trade in London.
Venice? 'Tis a fine city, I hear. And how may I do you service this day, Signor Ferraro?
I am come with una problema medicale, and you are most great dottore who does cure all London, huh? You cure Ferraro too, see?
Sure.
I will seek to do so, Signor. Pray, describe your complaints, if you please.
Is burning when I make the water.
Urination.
See, and his pain down here. Molto pain.
And pain in the lower back. Now, let us see what the stars can tell us. What ails Signor Riccardo Ferraro?
I think he has an STD. Gout, which is caused by hot, dry humors seeping into the joints of the foot. No, it's not the joints of the foot. Loss of appetite, severe pain in the kidney, or vomiting, difficulty passing urine. Maybe that one. Bowel fitness and oily stools. It is Libra, royal of the kidneys, ruler of the kidneys. Severe imbalance of phlegm in the body.
'Tis a case of stones in the kidney, I regret to say. But worry not, Signor. I will give you an ounce of my strong water to dislodge them. Drink this entire flask when you rise at dawn tomorrow. You may then expect to evacuate the stones by way of your privy member within just a few hours.
Your famous strong water. This water is said to cure the plague, huh? I thank you, Signor Foreman. And now Riccardo Ferraro bids you good day.
That was too easy.
Well met, Mistress Allen. Pray tell, the last time I saw you, you were with child, methinks. Pray tell, how fares...
I'd rather not talk about that if you please.
She lost it.
Oh, I see. I am full sorry, madam.
I'm
brings
come
you
upon
this?
the matter that brings.
Madam. Prithee, madam, say on.
I'm come about the new law. I know not what to do, and I would have counsel.
You are in trouble with the law, madam.
Nay, at least not yet, but my neighbours have begun to remark unkindly upon my absences, my Sunday absences from church. I'm afeard one of them may soon denounce me.
'Tis the Act against recusants you speak of. The law that obliges Catholics to attend church and take the English sacrament. You are of the Catholic faith.
I, a Catholic, but as well a law-abiding woman, full loyal subject of the Queen. Long may she reign.
Madam.
Protestant sacrament. 'Tis heresy. What says the Pope?
Heresy.
Being damned to hell if I do it, Dr. Foreman. Verily, I find myself in a most terrible bind.
I see. Damned if you do, yet condemned if you do not. A cruel bind indeed. Let us see if the stars may untangle it for us. Should Mistress Avis Allen attend Protestant church services?
Yes, of course. Alright, let's read these stars. Some of the wrong impression of the Allen's wealth and are envious. Suggest confusion. Mistress Allen's problems is her female neighbors. Oh, there's more choices over here. Avis must remain strong in her Catholic faith, and when the Queen dies, her successor may revert England back to Catholicism. Surprising political event. Strength and death. Mistress Allen risks getting in trouble with the law and being punished by the authorities. There may be a creative solution to appeasing the Pope in Rome, whilst also honoring England's Protestant legacy. It is Mrs. Allen's duty to cooperate. I'll go with this one. No. She said something about the Queen for this one, so this one.
I fear the stars confirm your fears. You must attend church every Sunday, lest you risk being prosecuted for being a recusant.
Oh, but then what of my soul, Dr. Foreman?
Methinks I have a solution for that, madam. If you were to cross your fingers behind your back during the service, any Protestant oath you swear would not count. Of course, you must be sure to stand at the back of the church while doing so that only God may see, and no one else.
Sooth, what an ingenious notion! Oh, Dr. Foreman, you have saved me. You are so wise, sir. 'Tis so. Verily, it is most admirable.
Dear lady, 'tis you who is to be admired.
I don't think that was supposed to work.
Your devotion to your faith and your... Madam, would you care to see my collection of Venetian glassware?
Ooh.
I think I would. Indeed, I would like that very well.
Get it, Foreman. Get it, Simon. Get it, Simon. Look at that recommendation. Okay, thank you.
Good day to you, sir. I am Amelia Bassano of Bishopsgate, here for my consultation.
Welcome, Mistress Bassano. Bassano. 'Tis an Italian name, is it not?
Aye, it is, sir. Though I was born in London, my family are from Venice. They did come to London to gain employment as musicians at the Royal Court.
Ah, I know one of your countrymen, Riccardo Ferraro, another one of my clerks. Mayhap you know him? He hails from Venice too.
No, sir, I do not know. Venice is a large city, and as such, is home to many thousands of men. And as I did mention, I was born in London.
Hi,
Yeah, I can
Dolores.
tell.
Mayhap we turn our thoughts to what brings you hither this day? Have you a question for me?
Aye, sir, I wish to know what afflicts me, for my belly does begin to swell, and lately I oft find myself chundering after meals.
You are pregnant.
Abdomen and involuntary purging. Well, now, let us consult the stars to judge the cause of these troubles. What is ailing Mistress Amelia Bassano?
I'm pretty sure she's with child. Liverworm? Crick in the knees. No, it's not that. No, it's child.
I neglected to ask. Is there a Mr. Bassano?
Aye, my father still lives.
I mean to say, are you yet married, Mistress Bassano? I presume you are, for the stars indicate that you are with child. Wondrous news indeed.
Oh, I see.
Of course, it is natural for a young lady to be a trifle anxious when she's expecting her first child. And I see you are anxious, are you not?
Aye, Mr. Foreman, I own that I am.
Doubtless you are anxious owing to the unpredictable nature of your condition. For instance, sometimes the child might emerge from its mother's womb early, weeks or even months earlier than anticipated. This possibility is a medical fact, and one that should be explained to any husband you may have.
No, not in the least, sir.
Some have made maiden parents, I assume you are still unmarried and therefore a maiden, when they find themselves inexplicably with child, they often do not remain unmarried for long. I advise you to discuss this with your family without delay, Mistress Bassano. Doubtless they will be keen to make the arrangements for you.
I see. Yes, of course. There is no time in finding a husband. I thank you, Dr. Foreman. Goodbye.
Okay, so I was right about that. Just didn't make sense for a liverworm.
Mary Kate is frightened when she spies a looking glass. For 'tis the portal that opens the gates of hell. The blast by deadly and foul wind that comes direct from Satan's mouth.
I know what they were supposed to say there.
Blessed morrow to you, Dr. Foreman. I am Mary Payne of 4th Street in Lambeth. I'm come to seek your counsel about my neighbours.
Good morrow, Mistress Payne, and well met. What trouble do your neighbours give you? They play their lutes into the night, perchance? Mayhap a neighbour has cast a malignant spell upon your cabbages.
Why, sir, 'tis no trifling matter. Indeed, 'tis a matter of grave importance. Doubtless you do know we have a Catholic living on 4th Street, a woman by the name of Avis Allen.
Ah, yes. I did hear tell that Mistress Allen subscribes to the Romish faith. But 'tis no crime to be a Catholic, is it, madam? At least, not at present.
Aye, but harbouring a Jesuit priest is, Dr. Foreman.
What?
I have spied a man sneaking in and out of the Allen's house.
Oh.
'Tis my reckoning. The man is a priest who is going hither and thither all over Lambeth to perform the Catholic Mass and take confessions. Doubtless Mr. Allen is hiding in one of those little cupboards.
You mean to say you think Mr. Allen has installed a priest hole in his house? A secret room hidden behind the wood panelling of a wall?
Indeed, I do. I am certain that he has such a hole, and that a priest is going in and out of Mr. Allen's hole from dusk till dawn.
Oh my God.
How troubling. But surely you are mistaken, madam, for under the cover of darkness, how can you be sure the man you did spy was not Mr. Allen himself?
Nay, nay, 'twas not Mr. Allen. Mr. Allen is a fine, tall figure of a man, whereas the figure I did spy was very narrow and malformed in appearance. A scrawny little imp of a man he was.
I see.
Now, you must not think me intolerant, Dr. Foreman. If Mistress Allen must cling to her idolatrous backward beliefs, 'tis her own affair, and I have no wish to cause trouble for the Allens. And 'tis true that Mistress Allen does now attend church on Sundays and takes the English sacrament just as she ought to. But we residents of 4 Street are decent English folk. We will not abide an agent of Rome sneaking around our neighbourhood, muttering incantations in some devilish foreign tongue.
I think you mean Latin, madam.
But before I act upon my suspicions, I think it wise to know if there be any truth in them.
Then let us see what the stars can tell us. Who
Uh,
is this mysterious stranger, and why does he frequent the Allen's house late at night?
well, I bet you I can tell you why. Oh, there's 3 choices now. The man Mistress Payne saw harbors cruel intentions towards the Allen's household goods and possessions. Mistress Payne will die suddenly. Mayhap behind the and the consolation. Screen on the man. No. Speaks of a relationship with an untrustworthy foreigner. Mrs. Allen's marital instincts have been thwarted by her inability to bear a child, but she still really persists in trying to reverse her infernality. The man Mrs. Payne saw is a public enemy who engages in idolatrous worship of the Virgin Mary. He's Star speaker of an educated man who adores him, so I'm thinking it's this one. Because she, yeah.
Ah, 'twould seem the man you saw is a foreigner who's been secreted into the Allen house to aid Mistress Allen with their family difficulties.
Family difficulties? Come, Dr. Foreman, pray speak plain.
Ah, well, as you doubtless know, the Allens have never been blessed with a living child. Mayhap 'tis the belief of Mistress Allen that the seed of a foreigner would prove more powerful than the demonstrably less successful seed of Mr. Allen.
Then 'tis naught but adultery, fornication with a foreigner. Mistress Allen will pay dearly for such sinning. Her soul will be damned to an afterlife, beset by the exquisite tortures of hell's capricious demons.
That may have been a
Aye,
bad
well,
choice.
according to scripture, that is technically true.
But to harbour a Jesuit priest is a far greater evil.
Oh my
You
god.
must be glad that Mistress Allen commits naught but the sin of adultery, conducted late at night with a man who gives forth strong foreign seed.
Oh my god.
You have given me much to think
Okay,
of,
good.
Dr. Foreman. Blessed day.
I am glad to have been of service, Mistress Payne.
I thought I fucked that up. I really thought I fucked that up. Oh, Fernaro's back.
When his Italian flag features on facial hair, 'tis
After Ferraro, we might end this episode.
God give you good day, signor. And how may I assist you?
'Tis I, Riccardo Ferraro, come once again to see the great dottore, Simon Foreman.
So I see. What brings you this day?
I bring myself to you, so you treat my illness. 'Tis very grave.
And, what might this illness be? Perchance we might start with your complaints.
First problem is the laughter that cannot be controlled.
Uncontrollable
Okay.
laughter, you say?
Laughing gas.
I see. Anything else?
Perfect.
Next problem, the dancing that cannot be controlled.
Uncontrollable dancing. And yet, you do not appear to be dancing at present.
What can I say? 'Tis uncontrollable dancing. I cannot control when I dance.
Mm-hmm.
It is a fair point.
Doubtless my disease, whatever it may be, is very rare and very difficult to diagnose. But of course, if it be beyond your medical understanding...
Let me assure you, signor, that whatever is said of us on the continent, the learning of we English doctors is unparalleled. There is no better medical care to be had than in London. Now, let us see whether the stars may tell us something of your unusual and troubling illness.
Bitten by a tarantula On one of his ankles, tarantula venom causes the victim to laugh, sing, or dance controllably while cute looking in music. It's this. Yeah, it's this. Because he keeps belching.
It sounds to me like you're experiencing pain in your stomach.
But how did you know this?
Indeed, methinks you are stricken with a bout of colic. Most doctors do advise upward purging, but I have found the dog cure more efficacious in cases of colic.
The dog cure?
Aye. First, you must find a dog lying idle on the ground. On any street in London, you will find such a creature. Then you must kick the dog away, lower your breeches, and then make water upon the spot where the dog did lie.
If you say so, Signor Orban.
If you were not on English soil, of course, I would have said you were bitten by a tarantula. There be no such spiders in England. Our weather is much too cold for them. Indeed, only an overqualified quack who draws his medical knowledge from books alone would think such a diagnosis appropriate in this case.
Indeed, most ludicrous.
And in truth, the laughing and dancing you are troubled with may doubtless be attributed to your hot-blooded Latin temperament.
Doubtless you speak it true, eh? 'Tis but a symptom of my hot Venetian blood. Ricardo Ferrara bids you good day.
I was gonna say, he kept belching. Alright, what is this thing? Alright. So we'll just end this episode right here. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.